Detroit Lions signed Aidan Hutchinson yesterday to an extension. I'm waiting for the full numbers. You know how this goes. The full numbers, the full breakdown, the nooks and crannies. Now, the reality is he's in his fourth NFL season. It's a 4-year extension, which means it goes beyond the 2026 season. So it's 7, 8, 9, 30. The extension itself is worth $180 million. But again, as we know, there is no such thing as an extension. It's a 5.5-year deal. It's the rest of this year, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We'll do the full breakdown when we get the full numbers. $141 million guaranteed. You know that means not fully guaranteed at signing. That is the full injury guarantee, which is particularly relevant to Aidan Hutchinson because he's coming off the serious injury that he suffered last year. The broken leg, gruesome, out for the year. And there is a pattern that the Lions have developed in recent years where they reward their guys 3 years in, right before the draft. We saw it with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Penei Sewell in the same cycle, Kirby Joseph. We're going to see it with Jahmyr Gibbs. We saw it before the season with Jameson Williams, even though he's had a mixed first 3 seasons. And it was getting a little glaring that they weren't rewarding Aidan Hutchinson. Well, they wanted to make sure he was healthy. And, my guess is in hindsight, as he was working his way back from that serious injury, they look at the calendar, they look at their bye week, and let's see where we are after the first 7 games of the season. Let's see how he's doing from a health standpoint before we make this massive commitment and take the injury risk to the tune of $141 million away from Aidan Hutchinson. And one of my lingering concerns was that maybe they would use against Aidan Hutchinson the fact that he grew up in the area. He wants to be a Lion, always wanted to be a Lion. Some teams, dysfunctional teams, will use that against you and try to pay you less. They'll try to dare you to want to leave because they know you want to stay. Dysfunctional organizations generally will use against the employee the fact that the employee wants to be there. Instead of realizing this is somebody who should be celebrated and fairly compensated, hey, maybe we can pay this person less because this person wants to be here. We can drive a harder bargain. We can save money that we could otherwise give to people who may be on the fence about being here. We'll throw the money at them to get them to want to be here, and we'll take advantage of the ones who want to be here. That's not an uncommon phenomenon, and I was afraid that that's what would happen. But $45 million per year in new money, second highest paid behind, and it's funny. It's all a matter of perspective. When it's about selling the Aidan Hutchinson deal as a good deal, the insiders will say that Micah is 46.5. When it's about selling the Micah deal as a great deal, the insiders will say that it's 47. It's all about which agent you're trying to curry favor with. Yesterday, it was about currying favor with Mike McCartney, so the insiders make the Parsons deal lower, so the Hutchinson deal looks better. When it's about currying favor with David Mulugheta, then it's the 47 number that gets put, because there was this obscure question of the 5th-year option for Micah Parsons. And if you go with the lower option, the new money average is 47. If you go with the higher option that Parsons was fighting for, the new money average is 46.5. What's funny about it is, for now, the goal has been to do a favor to Mike McCartney, because you never know when you're going to need something from Mike McCartney. That's how this works. It's fairly predictable. It's fairly obvious, but the Schefters, Rappaports, I don't need to name further names. Those are the 2 primary culprits. They will do solids for agents. They will go out of their way. You'll see it. You'll see. And I don't know, maybe at times now they try to be a little careful, but there are, especially on Twitter, there are bows that are given, praise that is, it just seems like, what's that? Well, here's what it is. It's about keeping the information flowing. It's about managing the relationship. It's about using that platform to make someone happy and never make them mad, so you can always get what you need.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.